Hi everyone, so lots of people have recently been asking about the facial vacutherapy, what it entails, what the benefits are, so I thought what I'm going to do is a little demonstration and show you exactly what to expect when you come along for your session. So to start with, I begin with just a plain jojoba oil, because if I put any essential oils in that would degrade the polycarbonate cups that we use. So jojoba oil is a really fantastic serum really for your skin. It's the one that's most like our natural skin sebum. So I like to use this as a base. So that will go all over the skin and collarbones, because of course that's where we start with anything that is dealing with our lymphatic system. The benefits for facial vacutherapy, so as you probably guessed, lymphatic drainage, particularly face and neck. When we're talking about the facials, it's going to help removing metabolic waste that sometimes in some cases has been there for decades. And also the more sessions you have, the more results you're going to see with fine lines and wrinkles too. So there's lots and lots of benefits, plus it's just a really nice relaxing treatment as well. So I will get started. I'm just going to show you what the machine is actually doing. So I start off with this size cup for the clavicle area. I'm just going to show you on my skin what exactly is happening, so I think that will show a little bit better. So the pressure is completely adjustable for each individual's comfort level. This is not painful at all, and if anyone is particularly sensitive, then I will turn the pressure right down. So to start with, I use this size cup for most people, and we just begin all around the clavicle and just clear those nodes first. So I would work on both sides about 3 times on each side, going along like this, always with suction and release here rather than gliding. Okay, so that starts to clear this. Once I've done the clavicle on both sides, I will swap the cups, go for a smaller one, so about this size, and then I begin actually behind the ear. So we've got the posterior mastoid lymph nodes back there, so it's really important to try and clear this too. So we're just a few behind the ear, start to work down. Again, suction and release only, particularly when working on the neck. We don't want to disrupt any blood flow. You can see we're working right down the SCM and right back to the central there. So again, we will do this 3 times, and then I will go from the front of the ear and start to bring that down. So just for the demonstrating purposes, I'm just showing you once, but of course I will do this a number of times. Just bringing all that fluid down. So we've already cleared the lymphatic system here, and that's just bringing anything that's sort of congestion around the front and the back of the ear. And then we work from the middle and down through the chin and the neck. Some people have a lot of congestion around the thyroid area and a lot of stuck fascia for many reasons. So this can feel really nice and really nice and releasing. Again, bringing it all the way down. And I do one either side, one pass down here, working on all the lymphatic system throughout the neck, the salivary glands, any congestion there. It's really useful. Okay, so you get a bit of an idea there. So I've worked all the neck, that's all clearing nicely for people. And then we start to work along the jawline. So again, using the same cup, I will just bring that up towards the ear. And if there does seem to be a lot of congestion once I get to the ear, I will then start to bring that back down again. I know for myself, I've had a lot of ear infections in the past, so there is congestion there, and I have found this really useful for myself. Okay. And then we can swap, doing this very quick in comparison. This usually takes about half an hour. So I'm swapping now to a gliding cup, which is feels really, really good. So just change the machine to constant pressure, constant suction, and turn the pressure down, and then we can just do some gliding. You can imagine this feels really, really nice. Any stuck fascia that's in the cheeks, any congestion in the sinuses, this just feels really, really nice. And again, if needed, we can just start to bring that down in front of the ear. Again, no gliding on the neck, not with vacutherapy. So this just feels really, really nice. We're also boosting collagen, boosting blood flow, as I think you can see. It's pinking up nicely. Won't leave any marks, very rarely leaves marks on people, and certainly if there is sensitive skin involved, of course, we turn the pressure right down. Okay, and we can do the same on the forehead. So a lot of people, obviously the forehead wrinkles are due to muscles just being too tight, fascia being stuck. So we can release that and therefore help with these lines on the forehead. Okay, so that's what I would do with the gliding. And then we have, I love this cup, this is fantastic. You can see that it's just an oblong shape instead. So I can go back to suction and release again. And this is where I will work specifically on any individual lines on that person's face. So we can have the frontalis lines, we can have a line here from the mentalis muscle in the chin. It's quite a large muscle here, and that is often responsible for that orange peel effect when we push the chin together. There's a lot of stagnation there, and that's because of tightness in this muscle, and it can also lead to us having a line permanent there. So we can get this one. I usually turn the pressure up a little bit more when working on individual lines, and we just really work on pulling that part of the tissue out. And we'd also work on releasing the whole muscle with one of the round cups as well. So if that is one of the problem areas, I will spend more time there. We can also work on our laughter lines, just working all the way down here, releasing all of that stuff tissue. So I'll work with the line, but then also across the line as well. Again, this just feels really, really, really nice, and it's a relaxing treatment. When you come for your treatment, of course, you'll be on the massage bed and not sat up like I am right now. And to help with eyes, if people have puffiness and congestion around the eyes, under eye area, quite often if there's dark circles as well, that's due to a restriction in the muscle here. So we can work that muscle through as well with the smaller cup if that is an issue. If it's more of a congestion issue, then again we just use this one here. Some people have asked me whether that would have quite the opposite effect, because you're pulling the tissue, and are you going to stretch it? Is it going to cause more sagginess? But that's absolutely not the case, because you're bringing fresh nutrition to the tissue and boosting the collagen. So the results actually really quite fantastic. So we just work around the eye that way. And then of course, if there was an issue with lines around the eyes resulting of the muscle and the fascia being stuck here, again we can work on the lines individually with this, but also release the muscle with the gliding cup. So once I've worked with a client for about half an hour usually, what we do then is finish off with a really nice skin loving blend of essential oils that I've made. So this is about 50% castor oil, 50% jojoba oil as the base. Then I add vitamin E oil, one of the highest antioxidants, and it's fantastic for the skin. And then the essential oils that I add into that is yarrow pom. It's a really beautiful, see if I can open this. This is where the blue colour comes from. So this is yarrow essential oil in a pomegranate. Look at the colour of that. Really, really good for boosting collagen in particular. What else do I put in there? I put frankincense, lavender, geranium, copaiba, and it smells fantastic, and it works really, really nicely for the skin. So finish off your treatment by putting this on, obviously if you have no intolerances, and then to finish off completely we use the rose hydrosol, and water and oil don't mix. So what this does is it actually drives the oils into your skin. So if you think we've opened everything up, we've opened up all the tissues, all the lymphatic system, it's moving nice and freely, hopefully you're well hydrated before you come along, and then this is going to drive all those lovely essential oils into your skin. So that is essentially, hopefully helps answer some of your questions about the facial vacutherapy, how it works, the benefits of it, and also what to expect when you come along. I look forward to seeing